Hi, everybody. Today has been really busy. We've had to do laundry, we've had to go shopping, we had to get some stuff for cleaning. I had to get some stuff because Harley has been making such messes on the floor. I got some stuff to wash the floor, all of it, right straight through. He's been like last night. He actually peed on the floor twice, and it had to have been earlier in the night because it was dry by this morning and it was hard to get up off the floor. We took the sample in this morning and they couldn't test it because nobody told me I was supposed to put it in the refrigerator. So I got the first pee of the morning, and then Jeff was at his physical therapy, and I figured when he got home he could run it to him. Well, I didn't know I was supposed to put it in the fridge, so I left it sitting on the counter. That's enough. So we're going to have to take another sample tomorrow morning, but it's going to have to be cold. They said cold so it won't start growing bacteria. If you leave it at room temperature or whatever, it's going to start growing something immediately, however the hell that goes. I'm not positive. I did stop at Jack's today and I got some brats. My son told me they have a really good one called Cowboy Butter. So I got 4 of them, and then I got a couple teriyaki pineapple, and then I got a couple feta and spinach chicken brats, and then I got a couple jalapeno cheese. You know I can't go without the jalapeno cheese. And then I got 4 of the country butter ones. So we're going to be having brats today. I did pick up, Jeff likes, like this one here. It's a Caesar pasta salad. This will be mine. This one here is the Bang Bang shrimp pasta salad. So anything that's seafood like that, that's not mine. I won't drink that shit. Or eat that shit. Or anything to do with that. I don't know if it has something to do with me working at a Long John Silver's for years and years and years. But that's what I used to do, by the way. When I started out fast food, and then I worked my way up from fast, or like when I was working at Taco Bell, I started out a crew member, and within a couple of months made it to a shift team leader, and then went from there. I was all the way to an assistant manager where I was salary. And then I went from there to Monitor Sugar, which is a sugar beet factory. And I worked there in the dryers for a couple of years. And then my aunt, I started working at Long John Silver's, and then I was working at my own store over on Genesee and Saginaw. And my aunt came through with a application, and for where she worked at Means Industries, where you build, we were building clutches. I think when I first started there, it was clutches for Ford. That was like it. And then it started GM and then Mazda, and that's where I basically retired from after I was in an accident where I basically had my back broke. And I couldn't go back to work because I drove a fork truck loaded and unloaded semis, and I couldn't do it. So that's why I'm retired early, but it's not, I'm 60 now, so Jeff's outside trying to get the yard. I want the backyard done. I went out today and took care of the flower garden. So all he has to do is weed whack around the rest of the fence and the shed, and then he can cut the grass. And then I can get stuff ready to start having a barbecue. I did get him some asparagus. So I got me some cherry tomatoes and some mozzarella balls, and I was thinking about taking some of my basil leaves and cutting them up. Other than that, I could probably throw another salad together. I don't know. I'm just not that hungry right now. I didn't post nothing yesterday, and I'm sorry for that because we were drained, and then we had to go to a game. Our granddaughter had her soccer game, and then we went from there. We were going to actually stop at Jack's yesterday, but then we couldn't. Or I can't even remember why we decided to wait. Oh, he wanted to go to the bar and have a burger because it was burger night at Bayview. So that's what we ended up doing. And I'm not going to do a video when I'm buzzed, and I was buzzed by the time we left the bar. So I'm not going to do a video when I'm buzzed. Other than that, I went to drop off money for my oldest granddaughter had a thing for her palms, and we were going to sponsor her, and we went there to drop off money, and I even seen my other grandsons, Carter and Bryson, and I totally forgot to give Carter his birthday money. I give all the grandkids $20, and he was complaining that he went and played basketball with his Uncle Jake and went fishing with his Uncle Jake, and he got a sunburn. So I went and looked in his room, and it's like, where's your sunburn at? You know, I was ragging on him like I do. I rag on Bryson too, but Bryson was not in a good mood yesterday, so I just let him slide. But I forgot to give Carter his money, so now I'm going to have to run that over there. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. They only got a couple more days of school left. But I figured I'd just give you a quick update about what we're really going on here. We've been dealing a lot with Harley. I'm thinking the worst, which is how I am. I'm going to think the worst. And I'm trying not to think the worst. But he can't. The only thing I got to say I'm thankful for is at least he's getting off the bed before he goes potty on the floor. I'm thinking about if it comes back and they say that it's not a UTI, it's just, part of his old age or a kidney failure, or they called it something else. But it's basically his kidneys, he can't control them, his bladder, he can't control it. If it is that, I'm going to try to find some kind of like a diaper. I know there's like a band that you can put over a boy dog, so in case they do start peeing, it gets caught in this band thing, to me like a diaper, but it just doesn't cover his little butt. It just covers his little wee-wee. He's miserable. Look at this. Walking back and forth. It's like he don't know what to do. You okay, buddy? Are you okay, my mailman? Mama's boy. He hears Jeff out in the backyard weed whacking, and I don't know if it's upsetting him or what. Oh, just flop right there. No licking, buddy. Harley. No licking, buddy. My poor baby. But I ended up ripping that whole rug up that was across here. The runner, I told Jeff I could not take the smell of it no more. I got that carpet over there clean, and then he's been just peeing on the floors. That's why I want to do the floors today. But hectic, because we don't know what's going to happen with him. He's our baby for a long time. He's 13. And if something happens to him, I don't know what's going to happen with Max, because they've been together since they were born. But all right, Jeff's out there getting that done. I'm going to get some stuff done in here. I had to do a load of laundry because all those old T-shirts of Garce that I use, when he goes to throw them out, I get them. And then I use them like for rags. So whenever we were cleaning the pee up on the carpet and under the carpet, I was using the rags, his T-shirts. So I had to wash everything. So I can't do the smell. It was pretty bad. So got that done today. Got the outside done. Got shopping done. I should have never went to Walmart today when I was hungry. My God. I want to do a fruit so bad, and I went and got all those different kinds of fruit because I don't know what I want to do. I got 3 cans of the peaches because I used all my beans up. So I had to replace them all. And then I had to get a bunch of vegetables because those right there, the mixed vegetables, the green beans, and the carrots, those are the dogs. I put that in with their last supper, and it supplements them, it fills them up, and it's not hurting them, but they're not getting fat off it. you know, because you don't gain weight eating green beans and carrots. Well, you could carrots, but I don't give them a lot of that. Um, I'm going to make some kind of a salad. I just don't know what yet. But I did go a little hog wild, and I should have done that. I got those peaches because Jeff found a really cool recipe, and I have like almost everything to it. You got to take the peaches out of the can, put them in a bowl with a lid, and put them in the freezer and freeze them. And then you take them out and you add. I'd have to look up the recipe because it's on my phone. But when you get done, you mix all that stuff together, and then you put it in the freezer and you let it set for an hour. And then when you get done, you got a peach ice cream. And he wants me to make it, so that's why I got the peaches. The mixed fruit is probably going to be for like a fluff, and the pineapple is going to be probably in a cake. Oh, I left the light on in there. But I just figured I'd give you guys a heads up of what's going on. I've got a lot more followers, which I am so grateful for. Thank you very much, everybody. Everybody who's watching me, following me, sharing me, talking with me. I had one lady ask the bed that's on the porch. I'll show you that. She does that when she leaves her ball under the table. She can't get it out. You want me to get it for you? Oh my goodness. You know Mom's getting too old to be getting... There she goes. She got her ball. She's happy. But don't mind the music. That bed right there. She asked why I had that bed. There's Jeff out there weed whacking. She asked what the bed was for, and I told her that's for... I literally put the bed there so that, and I even got little steps to it. Let's see if I think I might have showed the steps. But this is for the puppies.
Switches and sensors, helping maintenance engineers.
See, there's the steps.
Call, click, or stop by.
But I don't want to have to tell Google to turn the music down, so I just leave it up. That's why I'm not staying in that area. But anyways, I put the steps up to the bed because Henry can't get up. Megan can jump up on the bed, no problem. She does everything she's not supposed to do. Wiener dogs aren't supposed to jump like that. Henry takes the stairs. He'll go up the stairs and come down the stairs. That's Max. Where was he at? I'm just afraid that, I hate to say it, I'm afraid that Harley's going to go lay down somewhere and just go to sleep forever. And I'm scared that that's going to happen. But I also don't want him in any pain. So if he's any kind of pain, oh, there he is. He's under the table. I don't want him to be in pain. And sometimes he moans when he's laying down. But anyways, I get off track so easy. I got a lot of friends, new friends, and I've been going back and forth and talking with people, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted. I wanted to have people that if they wanted to talk to me, they could. I want to tell people what's going on, how, you know, I'm a normal person. I have kids, I have grandkids. I like to cook. I can't say bake, but I like to cook. I'm not that good with baking, you know, stuff like that. And I have my 4 dogs. And I just want to make sure they're okay. I hope they are. I hope we find out that it's not nothing major, or maybe it's just a UTI and they can give me some antibiotics and he'll get better. But I'm not thinking that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop this for now, and then I want to do the floor real quick, and then I'll probably come back and show you what we're going to do for dinner-wise. One of these days, this is Monday, one of these days I'm going to do Chinese again, but I'm going to go all out with it. I'm going to do the noodles. I've got those special noodles that are going to swell up really fast in hot water or oil, or I don't even know how to cook them. I have to read the directions. But that looks really good. I want to try that one. I did, however, make some blueberry muffins because Jeff wanted something with his coffee besides his normal cookie or whatever he has. He has to have something with his coffee or he gets like a bellyache because of caffeine. But I don't know how much caffeine is in mushroom coffee. I guess I better check that out. I didn't think there was any caffeine, but who knows. I'm going to go ahead and stop for now, and I will come back later. For all the new people, thank you for following me. I really do appreciate it. I really do like talking with people and getting to know people. And if I see messages, I want to respond to them, even if it's just a thank you. I've been told I do a lot of funny stuff, which I really try not to because I can be kind of weird sometimes. But I just want to be able to... he scares me so much. I want to be able to connect with people, and I think the best way for me to connect with people is to be myself and let people see how I really am. The ones that know me the best is my family. I got sons that watch my videos. I don't even know who all watches my videos. So I know my Aunt Lori does. She's like one of my Aunt Lori and my granddaughter Addie are my biggest fans. They have the most likes and comments to me, which is great. I love you guys. Everybody have a great day. We'll come back a little bit later. Bye for now.